everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something I have never done before. It is products I regret buying. If you watch my videos and watch for a while, you know I am a beauty junkie. I buy a lot of makeup. I love to try new things. I love to see if there's something like fantastic out there that's even better than what I'm using, as I'm sure a lot of you watching right now can relate. We just want to find the most perfect product, whether it be for our hair, for our skin, to make our eyes look better, our lashes look better, whatever it may be. I like to try as many things as possible. Not everything works. And I also, like you, probably fall for a lot of hype on social media, on products, and sometimes they're just as good as the hype, and sometimes they are not. So if you want to hear what the products I regret buying are, then please keep watching. So let me start off by saying this. Just because a product didn't work for me doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you, and it doesn't mean that it's a bad product. And as I go through them, I'm going to explain who I think actually might like the product, if I think anybody would. So let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is this Airspun loose face powder from Coty. This has been around for ages and ages and ages. And the reason why I decided to buy it again was I was watching one of these tutorials. I'm subscribed to a couple of those like online classes. Like a lot of, big on social media makeup artists have these like pay by the month subscriptions where they have different makeup artists come and do demos. And so they're not like YouTube videos that are, 15 to 20 minutes long. These sometimes are like hour and a half long videos. And I don't know, I like to watch them. I like to see the products that they use because they actually do usually tell you the exact products they're using and why. So I was recently watching, one of my favorites to subscribe to is actually Lilly Glam. And the reason why is because she brings on different makeup artists. A lot of them are just one makeup artist and they only do, the techniques that they like to do on different models. Whereas on hers, on Lilly Glam, she brings in makeup artists that do, all different kinds of techniques. And so you get a mix of the products and you get a mix of perspectives and you get a mix of techniques. Did I already say that? I don't know. So that's my favorite. And she just recently had a special, I don't know if it's still going on, where you could subscribe for $9.95 per month and then you got a free set of lashes. I'm actually wearing the lashes she sent today. They're Lilly lashes in Paris. So anyway, I don't know if that's still going on. I'm not sure that it's worth $20 a month, but you can cancel and then re-enroll. And anyway, I'll do a whole other video on that if you want me to, on the subscriptions. But anyway, as usual, I'm going off on a tangent. So let's get back to the product. I saw this used by a very popular Instagram makeup artist whose work I happen to really love. And he was using it on the model, and he said that he absolutely loved this powder, that it was his favorite setting powder or powder for like baking, under the eyes, like really brightening the areas that you highlight. And the model asked him if he liked it better than like Laura Mercier translucent, and he said yeah. So I hear that and I'm like, oh, especially if it's a powder that I can just run to Walmart or CVS to get, and it's only gonna cost me $6 or $7, then I'm there, I'm going to buy it. So I did, and they didn't have, I wasn't sure which one he used. He didn't say which one he used. There's 3 different kinds. There's something called translucent extra coverage, and then there was another one that just looked too pink, and then this one is naturally neutral. So right off the bat, it's a different packaging than I remember. I remember using it, like I said, eons ago, and it was like in this different type of like old lady-ish packaging, and it still kind of is. But first up, the smell. Good Lord, this smells like my grandmother's apartment, like back in the 80s. And I don't mean my grandma, I mean my grandmother. Like up until I was 20 something years old, I actually had, no, maybe 18, 19, I had not just my grandma, but I had my great grandma as well. She was alive. I think she died in the early 90s. Anyway, this smells like her apartment. It's just very fragrant, baby powder-ish. Oh God, I can't even. It's just, the smell is so overpowering. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get past this. I am gonna get past this. He says it's amazing powder. I'm gonna believe him. I'm gonna go for it. So I did what he did, baked under the eyes, let me say this. As an oily skin girl, I love the mattifying properties of this. I mean, truly the mattest finish that you're gonna find from a powder. And it does have a nice silky texture, but here's the thing. If you have mature skin at all or dry skin, all I can say is like when I went to go smile after I had this powder on, it was crack, 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 crack. I mean, crack, like the whole, like every fine line, every crease, every crevice, it was just horrible for mature skin, which is funny because I think it's like the ladies who have been wearing this since like the 70s are probably still using it now. But no. In my opinion, again, let me say, my opinion, you might absolutely love it. Your grandma might actually absolutely love it. But for me, it was a fail. Again, I loved how matte it kept like my T-zone, so maybe I'll use it that area, but not for under eye baking. No. And not for like the forehead at all, because it was just crack. It was crack. It was not good. In case I didn't get that across, it was not good. So moving on, keeping with the face, this is the, I guess this was a little bit of Instagram hype. A couple of big name, you know, million plus Instagrammers used this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. And you would think, it says normal to oily, that it would, you know, just have this great matte finish, long wear, because that's for us oily girls. And actually the two that, I'll just say who they are. I mean, you all know them anyway. Desi Perkins and Lustrelux, Katie, they both like rave about this foundation, but they must not have as oily skin as I do, or need as much coverage as I do. Well, I know for a fact they don't. Their skin is like basically flawless. So it gives okay coverage. It's not full coverage, but it's okay coverage. My issue with it was it wasn't long wearing and it still made me really oily. So, I mean, those are the bottom lines. This is not a full foundation review. This is just products I regret buying. And even though it was only maybe like $8 or $10, I still regret buying this because I never use it. And when I do try to use it, I regret using it because it's just, again, it breaks apart on me and makes me really shiny. So not matte, not poreless for me. Okay, let's move on to hair. I get my hair colored. I get highlights. I get, you know, base color. I get the works. I've got grays that I need to cover. I've got, you know, so my hair, needless to say, after years and years of doing this, I heat style it, has taken some abuse. So the biggest thing in, I guess, hair dressing or hair coloring in the last couple years has been Olaplex. Olaplaex. Oh, I don't know if I'm focusing or not. Olaplaex is and I'm not a hairdresser, so I'm not going to get into really detail about this, but basically from what I understand, it protects the hair in the lightening process. Because a lot of times when you use just bleach for highlights, it can, obviously it's damaging the hair. So this is supposed to be some sort of protector for as the hair is getting lightened. So there's 3 steps. There's step 1 and step 2 that they do in the salon. And then I was told to purchase this step 3, which it says use once a week between chemical services to strengthen hair. It was kind of pricey. I'm not sure how much I paid for it, but it's like $30-something. It says to apply a generous amount from roots to ends to unwashed towel dried hair, comb through once, leave on for a minimum of 10 minutes for damaged hair, repeat without rinsing. I used this, I left it on maybe like 30 minutes. I always leave deep conditioners on longer than they say. And because my hairdresser told me it was okay to do, and I've only gotten like 3 uses out of this bottle. It's 3.3 ounces, so I guess it's like maybe 1 ounce, a little under an ounce. And I probably should have used more because I really couldn't even coat my hair. I was gonna go through the whole bottle to coat my hair. And to be honest, it didn't do anything. It just didn't do anything. I didn't notice any difference in my hair. I didn't notice any softness. It wasn't less frizzy. It wasn't, you know, it's supposed to strengthen the hair. I had since I started using it, like 4 weeks later, I did go back to the salon to get my roots touched up, and she didn't notice the difference. So I didn't tell her, well, this is what you told me to buy, but you know, I don't know, just it's a regret. It's a regret. Next up is something I've had for a while, and I am a huge Too Faced fan. I love most of their products. I love their melted lipsticks, but I do regret buying the metal collection. And why I regret buying the metal collection, I didn't buy all of them, but I have Melted Metallic Bunny, Metallic Tutu, and Metallic Peony. And in theory, I loved these. When I saw them on their Instagram, maybe it's like the 80s child in me, but I loved, like, it was like the throwback to when I had braces and I wore frosted pink lipstick. It was like, I just was drawn to it. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, actually, I haven't used them in so long. They're like watery. Let's see if I can shake it up. So I want to show you the color. the frostiness of them. Oh my God, they're like ruined. Oh, that's so crazy. They're like ruined. They're so watery. Look at that. Completely watery. Oh wow, I guess I might need to actually just toss these. Oh, that's so sad. Now I really regret buying them because I can't even, oh, dang. So yeah, they're really runny now and you can't even see the frostiness that they had to them. Let's try another color. Nope, it's runny too. It's like it's separated, the pigment and the gloss separated. So yeah, well now I can't even show you, but they're super frosty. You could blend them down with your finger to make them less frosty, but still if you're gonna buy a Too Faced like a melted lipstick, don't get the metals. Just my opinion. Let's see, 20, 40, like 60 bucks I spent. Okay, so lastly, I wanna show you something that I basically only regret buying because of the price, because I can get something, you know, almost identical or better for less money. So that's why I regret buying this. Ordered some Charlotte Tilbury. I decided for some reason I wanted to try her liquid liner, the Feline Flick. She just made it look so like dark and black and just, I don't know. I'm always looking for a way to make doing my wing eyeliner easier, because as I get older, I struggle more because my lids are falling and everything is just falling. So it's harder for me to do the little flick. So she made it look so easy. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get it. But to be honest, it's not worth the $30. If you have like tons of disposable income and that's your price point, you're always buying high-end makeup, like you're always buying Chanel or La Prairie or Sisley or YSL, if that's your thing, and $30 for liquid liner is nothing, then it's a great liquid liner. But for me, if I know that I can get just as good of a product for less money, you bet your booty I'm gonna be watching my budget so I can afford maybe to buy some other things that don't have dupes, that are more worth the price. So this is the liner. This is what it looks like. Very, very close to the Kat Von D Trooper. And then I also found, if you wanna go even less money, because this is 30, I think Kat Von D is 22. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar. And I'm really liking this liner too. It's not as black as the Kat Von D, but it's black, and I have it on today, and I really like it. And this was like, again, like $8 to $10. So you can get 3 of these for the price of 1 of these, and you'll get the same exact look. No one's gonna know the difference. Or if you wanna go in between, then I like Kat Von D and I like Stila Stay All Day liquid liner. So yeah, so that is it. Those are the products I personally regret buying. Not saying that they're bad products and not saying that, you know, you will buy them and hate them too, or that you shouldn't buy them, shouldn't try them. I'm just saying that these were my experiences with them. And I like to watch these videos when other people do them because I like to hear, I don't know, I like to hear experiences, good and bad. So that's all. Please thumbs up if you did like this video. Please comment down below what other types of videos you would like me to do. And did I already say subscribe? Well, of course I want you to subscribe. So please subscribe if you haven't already. And I thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on my social media accounts, which are @RisaDoesMakeup on Instagram and on Snapchat. So that's all for today. I'll see you in my next video.